The first night we ever went out, and I was playing for the Broncos at the time. It was Clinton Portis's all-white party, right? So we're there, we're at the club, it's popping. She goes to the bar to get a drink. 3 seconds. She took 3 steps. Somebody came and sat down. Hey, Ephraim, how you doing? Blah, blah, blah. So she got and I'm just like, oh, shit, here we go.
Yeah.
She got the drink. She turned. She saw the girl. She came. She sat down. She was like, hey, how you doing? I'm Bernice. And I was like.
Yeah, yeah.
And I was like, all right, thank you. I'm just my girl. I'm going to go back. And then I was looking at it. I was just like. And she was like, what? I said, you not mad? She was like, oh, I'm not worried about that.
No, that's confidence,
She said, I'm not worried about that.
So in other words, it takes a secure woman.
Well, yeah, because I didn't
man.
want to have to deal with the, I don't know her. I do know her, but it was like, it's just, she was like, look, I came with you. I know I'm leaving with you.
Right, yeah.
But what she did explain to me as we got deeper and we got engaged and then finally married is you have to set a boundary.
Yeah.
You can't allow women to come into your space, right, with ill intentions,
right?
Because the further you the closer you let them get to you, the bolder they become, and the less they value me.
Right.
And I didn't understand that at first,
right?
Because I'm just being me. Hey, yeah, I take a picture. And it was one time a girl I had some dealings with. We started at a game, and I was like, "Hey, how you doing, guys? This is my fiance, Renee." She was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And she was like, "All right, I'll see you later." I was like, "All right, I'll talk to you later." And then she was like, "But you won't."
Right.
She was like, "You won't talk to her later."
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, I know, but
that's just banter.
It's just banter, right?"
Yeah.
But she was like, she doesn't know that.
Right.
Right? Like,
I'll see you later. No, you won't.
Yeah. Right?
Yeah,
but it would have just like, all right, nice to see you. But I'm like, she was like, I'll see you later. And I was like, okay, I'll see you too. Or I'll talk to you later.
Right.
And once again, I'm not knowing that's sending the wrong message.
Yeah.
It has nothing to do with it insecure. It's just about how I carry myself so I don't open myself up.
That's true.
To unsolicited issues.
That's
and I
true.
had to learn that within the relationship.
Right.
So how did you start making her feel more secure when she had those doubts in the beginning?
Like I said, I bring her into the conversation all the time. Like I didn't think about it before when we first started dating. I'm like, hey, how you doing? Yeah, he's just a fan.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? She was like, okay, but and then it took her a conversation. She was like, I don't really like it. He's like, yo, you're my dude, but these women are like, oh, you're my husband in my mind.
Right.
Like, but like, what am I supposed to say about that? You know, I was like, you're right. So anytime somebody who I see is a little bit too jubilant, I'll be like, yo, this when we were dating, like, it's my girlfriend right here. Yeah. Hey man, yeah, just keep it like that. Just keep people at arm's length. And my wife told me the same thing when we were dating. She's like, she said, you're a king. Like, it's like me and my whole crew, like people like to be around y'all. She was like, you can't, everybody can't have access to the king.
Can't do it.
So I was like, oh, okay.
It made sense, right?
It did make all the sense.
You don't see it.
You don't see it. Like,
I'm just like, but I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm learning something from y'all, man, because I think that's been my biggest problem of just allowing access. And I've always said, you got to set boundaries. They've always said, you need to set boundaries.
Yeah.
You need to set boundaries. You know what I mean? People hitting you up, saying nice things and compliment. You give a heart sign. Nothing more. A heart sign. That's sending a message.
Yeah.
You letting them know that, but I'm thinking, hey, thank you, because that's when you say thank you, the heart comes up.
Yeah.
Or the prayer hands come up. You know what I mean?
Right.
So I'm thinking that's what the damn emoji's supposed to be.
No.
Heart, thank you. So
yeah.
I'm learning something from y'all. So I just need to be an asshole.
No, it's not that.
Get your ass away from
man.
me.
Did you not listen to us?
Nope.
We were very eloquent in the way we described.
No, that shit don't work for me, dog. That shit don't work. All right, so I had one time I tried to do that, and seriously, one of my marriages, I don't know which one it was, but one of my marriages, I told this girl, she came up, blah, blah, blah. She tried to holler at me. I said, I'm sorry, I'm married, right?
Oh, no.
You see what I did wrong?
Yes, you did wrong.
I didn't even realize I did something wrong.
Oh, that's horrible.
I didn't know. I said, I'm sorry, I'm married. She said, why you sorry? Why you sorry you married? Why you got to tell you something like, well, I'm just like, it's like, I'm sorry. No, thank you. I mean, like, I don't understand.
You know what? It's the way that, okay, it's acting. I'm sorry I'm married, or I'm sorry, but I'm married. I don't know. Or just, I'm married. The I'm sorry just has to drop.
Was your wife with you?
My wife wasn't. No, I told her about it. And I told her, I said, hey, I told her I'm sorry. She said, what did you say? I said, I'm sorry I'm married. Well, why, are you sorry that you married? I'm like, no, I'm not saying it that way. I'm not sorry that I'm married. I'm telling her I'm sorry to disappoint her.
Listen.
Well, damn, this is why I've been divorced.
Just listen, man. Listen.
Hell, man.
Whenever I'm out and I'm getting attention, all right, I will come home and I'll tell my wife, I was hot on the street today.
I can't tell my wife.
Right, but listen. So it becomes a joke, right?
Yeah.
Like I was hot on. She's like, "What you talking about?" I was like, "Man, I was at Coffee Bean, and a lady came up next to me and was like, 'Oh my God, you're so big, you're strong.' She was checking me out. Like she'll laugh because she knows that I'm bringing levity to the situation.
And y'all been together so long. And it's
a level of trust there.
Trust there, man.
Right? And that's the whole thing. If you build your foundation on trust and honesty, the first thing my wife and I talked about the night we met, she told me, I don't believe in marriage, I don't want kids, and I don't believe in monogamy. That's the first. And I was like, I mean, okay, I just met you.
Right.
Right? I told her, I said, look, I don't smoke, I don't drink, but my only vice is women.
Yeah.
So we built our courtship on flat out honesty.
On truth, yeah.
Now look at us 21 years later.
You get drunk, smoke
married,
weed.
married, kids, and monogamous.
That's beautiful.
Right? So, but it started there. Like there was no expectation to be perfect.
Right.
Right? Like I put my flaws out there. She told me how she was feeling, and we built a relationship based on, oh, I can be honest with you.
Right.
And oh, you can be honest with me.
Right.
And now we can talk about anything.